What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your Jack Hermansson versus Roman Dolidze breakdown. What a crazy turn of events. I was ready to say Derek Brunson, but I couldn't say it, man. I couldn't say it because Derek Brunson got hurt. Very, very sad tale. But hey, it is what it is. This is a phenomenal fight. They kind of got Jack Hermansson on this almost gatekeeper role, basically, to teaching all these rookies some respect. And Roman Dolidze's the next one up, but Roman Dolidze's my boy, though. Y'all know I love me some Roman Dolidze, bro. That motherfucker destroyed Phil Hawes and Kyle Dawkins back-to-back. When I picked those guys to lose to Roman, everyone fucking called me crazy. Phil Hawes, no one really called me too crazy for the Phil Hawes pick for Roman to knock him out, because people could see that happening, but especially for the Kyle Dawkins one, people were like, nah, you're tripping. Like, Roman's not going to do that. Roman's a good fighter, man. He's solid. He's tough. He's good everywhere. But I think Jack Hermansson's just a level above him. And I think that's where the theme of this video is going to be, is that as much as Roman's good, I just think Jack's better in every aspect of the game. It's weird. And Jack is, man, he's improving. Like, even though I was going to pick Derek Brunson to beat Jack, I wouldn't be surprised if Hermansson went out there and smoked Jack or outclassed him in the kickboxing. It's a hard fight for Brunson, but obviously I was going to rock with Brunson because, you know, Brunson's my guy. But, fuck, man, Jack Hermansson's an improving talent. He's 34. I think he's right at his prime. Like, what he showed me against Chris Curtis was something really special, because it's like, I've always had my issue with Jack, is that he has nothing on the feet. And if he can't get it to the ground, he's a fucking sitting duck in there. And now, what he showed in his last fight against Curtis, man, it showed me a lot, and it showed me that he can strike now to a decent level where you have to respect his striking. You can't just think about the grappling, because he went out there and he outstruck Chris Curtis from bell to bell. And I mean, obviously Curtis had his little fucking tantrum, but hey, it is what it is. Let's talk about the stats. Jack Hermansson comes with a record of 23-7. He's fighting out of Norway, age 34, high to 6'1", and a reach of 77.5, my bad. Roman Dolidze comes with a record of 11-1, is fighting out of Ukraine, which is interesting. I think he's fighting out of Vegas, which is the honest truth, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Age 34, a high to 6'2", and a reach of 76. Yeah, so obviously both the same age. Roman's a little taller, but Jack Hermansson does have a bit of a reach advantage. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a good fight, man. It's a real good fight. Both guys are good grapplers. Both guys hit hard. It's going to be a good scrap. But if we look at resumes, man, Roman, I mean, his last two wins are probably some of his best wins of his career in the UFC. I mean, Phil Hawes and Kyle Dawkins, two guys. I mean, no, Kyle Dawkins was never ranked, but two guys that a lot of people think were legitimate middleweight prospects. You know, Phil Hawes is a guy that everyone thinks just has something in his tank to become a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really have high hopes on this kid, and he keeps, you know, disappointing everyone. Kyle Dawkins, on the other hand, he's a guy that I thought would do a lot better in his career. And yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like, he's good, but I don't know. He's not as good as everyone thinks he is, in my humble opinion. And then obviously he has that Bash Staropoli fight. I remember that was boring to watch. And then the Trevin Giles loss, right? Which was interesting. Obviously Giles was able to outstrike him, outbox him. And that's how I look at this fight, real talk. If you look at a lot of the guys that Roman beat, especially if we just look at Kyle and Phil, both guys weren't really able to be long and rangy, didn't use their footwork properly. They all met Roman in his world, if it was in the pocket or in the clinch. That's really how that fight got ended, and Trevin Giles was able to avoid that. He was able to touch and go, obviously, and he was able to survive most of those grappling transitions. So, and I even thought Roman Dolidze should have won that Trevin Giles fight, but Trevin Giles exposed some holes in Roman's game, and he won that fight. But that's pretty much it for Roman Dolidze in terms of good wins, you know. But if we look at a guy like Jack Hermansson, he beat Chris Curtis in his last fight, obviously. He lost to Sean Strickland, beat Edmund Shabazian, lost to Martin Vettori, beat Kelvin Gastelum, lost to Jared Cannonier, has a win over Jacare Souza, David Branch, Gerald Mearshart. Some really good fighters, man. And he's competed against the best. And that's really where this fight, you know, differs between both guys, is Jack Hermansson has experience against top-level competition, guys that have fought for world titles, you know, guys that are former champions, especially Jacare Souza, former Strikeforce champion. And he was able to take Jacare down in that fight, dominate him in certain scrambles and grappling positions. Like, he had success against Jacare in the grappling. Very few guys can say that. Maybe Andre Manuz, right? But Roman has fought guys like Phil Haas and Kyle Dawkins. That's it. That's where this fight ends. Like I'm sorry, like fucking Jack Hermansson submitted David Branch like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he submitted Kelvin Gastelum like that. Like, there's levels, you know? And Roman has never, ever fought any of those caliber level of guys. And I see Jack using his striking effectively, outworking him at range and getting takedowns. I really do believe that. If this gets to the ground, Jack will dominate. I'm telling y'all this right now. Jack will dominate on the ground. I truly, truly believe that. So wherever this fight goes, I got Jack Hermansson. Roman Dolidze can catch Jack. Obviously, we know Jack's a little chinny. We've seen him get hurt by guys like Jared Cannonier, dropped by guys like Marvin Vettori. But my point is, if Jack doesn't get hurt, I don't see him losing this fight. I really don't. I just think Jack's going to dominate wherever this fight goes. Hopefully we can see more Hermansson's wrestling. We haven't seen that in his last two fights. I truly believe that. He couldn't take down Strickland, and he didn't even attempt to take down against Curtis. So hopefully he does use his grappling against Roman. It would be kind of interesting seeing those guys kind of grapple like ferrets up in there. But hey, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm rocking with Jack Hermansson by decision. I'm going to say decision. And yeah, I'm rocking with Hermansson by decision. Like, comment, and share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all. Goodbye. Your boy eBay's out of here.